Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank. Apparently, I'm sick. I don't know, 20 minutes ago, I threw up. I've had an upset stomach for the past, I think, 3 or 4 days now. Basically, I feel like, I don't know. I don't know. The only way I can describe it is maybe like feel like not punched in the stomach, but I don't know. I don't know how to describe the feeling, but um, I don't know. It's my stomach hurts, but this happens from time to time. Like if I eat the wrong thing, my stomach will hurt for like sometimes 5 days. It's probably like one of those. I don't know. There's so many different stomach disease names. It's probably one of those. I've never gone to the hospital to get it checked out. But anyway, if I eat the wrong thing, I'm in pain for like a long time. Um, and yeah, it just is what it is. But that's not what this video is about, or a podcast is about. I'm just saying what happened because I talk about myself in these podcasts. That's what they're for. I talk to myself about myself. Because obviously, since the videos are being suppressed by YouTube, no one's listening. Um, I don't. The only time I get like interaction on these podcasts now is if I use like a picture of like my ex-girlfriend and like as a thumbnail instead of a Yunha, because this is the Yunha season. She's in G-Friend. I picked her as the thumbnail because she has a nice ass. That's the only reason. But anyway, like if I use a pic of my ex-girlfriend, it'll sometimes get a comment from like one of her stalkers. But that's not really a good reason to use the pic. So if I start talking about her, maybe I'll use it. Like I actually am going to do a show about her bra size. How there's a big difference between a B cup and an A cup. Because like 3 years ago when she was quote unquote had some meat on her, she was still skinny as fuck, but she had a little meat on her. She had a B cup, and now like as of last year to now she's an A cup. But anyway, I didn't think that there's a big difference, but there really is a big difference. But anyway, uh, but enough about Melanie. Because I want to make the picture so I have a side by side of her B cups to an A cup, and I'm gonna make that the thumbnail, and I'm gonna see if her stalker like leaves a comment. it's I'm bored. I gotta do something to pass the time, so I'm gonna do that. But anyway, I have to go to work later today. Well, actually, I guess I don't have to, but I am going to work later today. I just hope that I'm not in pain. Just because like I don't know, my stomach just hurts so bad. And when I mean so bad, meaning it's uncomfortable. I guess the best way to describe it is like you're playing football and like you get tackled and like it hits your gut. That's all. That's the best way. Because like it's not being punched in the stomach. It doesn't feel like that, but it feels like a different sport injury, kind of like you're playing hockey and you get a forearm to the stomach because you've been checked. It's like different. So but anyway. So does anyone have any questions? Oh my god. So I was watching the news. I'm sorry, the independent news on YouTube, because the real news probably doesn't report this. But yeah, I guess there was some voter fraud in Georgia. It was like caught on camera. I don't understand why people don't get that. I mean, everything you do is on camera now. So I mean, like even like every time I do something stupid, I'm just assuming I'm on camera. You know, I'm just assuming so. So, but like me doing something stupid is different than like blatant voter fraud. Like pulling out suitcases from underneath the table when everyone who's counting the votes has been dismissed or told to stop counting and leave the room, and then you pull out another suitcase and start counting votes. I mean, that's just, if that's not voter fraud, I don't know what it is. No, it's all circumstantial, and the only way to have the election done right now is to just have another vote. Is literally to have everyone vote again for a president. That, I mean, I think that's the only way, because I don't trust the, I mean, even if Trump wins, I mean, I don't care who wins. I don't trust the results. That's the problem now. So, like, like, they say Biden won, but I don't trust the results. But, like, voter fraud is voter fraud. So if Trump wins now, I don't trust the results. So it's like they're both screwed, you know? Like, the only way to really fix this is to have another, and not even another election. It's just like tomorrow, everyone vote again. You know? Jeez. Like, I'm sorry, America is the only country where, like, we complain about other countries being fucked up when we're the most fucked up country. You notice that, I'm America. Like, I'll give our neighbors an example. Mexico. Like, we talk about the Mexican government like it's run by, you know, whatever, like a mobster. I don't know if that's a good example, but basically the underworld runs the Mexican government, and what's the thing you hear the most? Oh, it's so corrupt, it's so corrupt, it's so corrupt. But that's coming from us. Now look at our government. I mean, like, I don't even know where to start. Well, I guess I'll start with this election's voter fraud. I mean, it's so ridiculous. It's like every state has different rules on voting. That makes no sense. It'd just be like one rule. There's just so many little things that are just like leave room for corruption. And then, like, there's corruption when, like, you have to have people watch the people count the votes. I mean, anytime people are involved, there's going to be cheating. There's going to be, mismanagement. Anytime there's money involved, there's going to be cheating. There's going to be mismanagement. Anytime there's money and people involved, there's definitely 100% going to be mismanagement. There's going to be cheating, So, I mean, there is no point in voting. Unless they change the rules where it's like, I don't like you vote and it's instantly counted. Like, you vote and it's I don't know how they would do that, but that's the only way that they can make sure that, and that's probably not true, but make sure that, like, there's no corruption. Like, there's gotta be a way that you can vote and it's like directly goes to like one polling place. I mean, you think with our technology that we could do that. But the reason why we don't do that is because how can you cheat then? I mean, like, we want to be able to cheat. Or who's ever in charge. I mean, like, I get it. I mean, think about it. If Hillary Trump would have won in 2016, that would have been the end of the world probably. So they're like, we got to have Trump win. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay? Now that Trump's been the president, who's ever, I don't know, in charge, is just like, I only wanted Trump in there because he was better than Hillary. Because anyone was better than Hillary. And, like, now that, it's over, we really don't want Trump. We want anyone else. So we should put in Biden because he's just a basic politician. I mean, he's just a career politician. So he has ties with China. He's going to do things that benefit China and keep us locked up. Biden's all about big business and helping out China, which I don't mind helping out China. You know why? Because China's the number one country on the planet. I mean, like, all the factories are there. So there's nothing wrong with Biden, who has business dealings in China, to loosen up some restraints. I mean, like everything we have is made in China. So like, why not? Let's have a president who's in bed with China. I mean, I think it's bad that China wanted Biden to be president. Like, doesn't that say anything to you? To me, that says you don't want to me that says Biden's a bad choice. See, but I wouldn't be surprised if China influenced our elections, though. I mean, I'm sure they do. I'm sure there are outside forces that I mean countries. I'm not when I say forces, I don't mean like the ghost of Nip Nip. I'm talking about like like real forces here. Influence China. I mean, influence America. I wouldn't be surprised if China, is pulling some strings. But anyway, it's funny. Like I can go from. You know what? Like as right now, my stomach is. It still hurts, but I think because I'm talking and I'm distracting myself, I'm not concentrating on my stomach, so it's not hurting as bad. But pretty soon I'm gonna have some juice. The problem is eating is my enemy right now. I have to stop eating. Um, and the only reason why I eat a little bit when I get home is because it's like I don't want to starve myself because I want to keep my immune system up because of that. It's not because of COVID. COVID has a 99.9999999 survival rate. I'm not worried about COVID. I'm worried about which COVID is just an offshoot of the flu and pneumonia. Like H1N1. That's COVID. That's all it is. It's just a pneumonia, except COVID has a they have a publicist called the mainstream media that is making them look really bad. Okay, so it is what it is. But we live in a country filled with sheep. The sheep are scared. The sheep are in lockdown. I'm just a regular guy living my life. But in like I don't get flu shots. I don't get pneumonia shots. So I'm not gonna take a COVID shot when they have a quote unquote cure. That normally that doesn't it take like FDA approved and all that crap. It takes a long ass time. But no, once there's a COVID cure, I just bet it's just gonna come out and it's gonna be safe for everyone to take. And I bet you like a big portion of the people who actually take the cure are gonna end up getting COVID. Just like the people who get flu shots end up getting the flu, because they give you a little bit of the flu. So it makes no sense. The easiest way to get rid of COVID is forget the lockdowns. It's called herd immunity. You have everyone just go about their days, because most people who get COVID aren't hospitalized because most people are asymptomatic. Or if they get it, they recover in less than a week. It's just the really old people who you have to worry about, or people who have like 3 or 4 underlying illnesses already. And COVID's the thing that pushed them over. Okay, but like the media has everyone all scared. I feel so bad for people who are influenced by the media. But it's like if it's the only thing you do is watch something all day, then of course you're gonna be influenced by it. But I mean, that's another thing. Like you gotta be able to watch something or hear something and not be influenced by it. Like instead of the COVID virus, like what if it's like the media saying like I don't know, like go jump off a bridge. That's an old cliche. But what, like you're gonna jump off a bridge now? No. So let's don't worry about COVID. It's like the way a lot of you are thinking, like if you go outside you'll drop dead. It's not like that, okay? It's a version of the flu. You don't do all this stuff for the flu, right? So why are you doing it for this? Why are you doing this for something that is a 99, and I want to Stress this: 0.999999999 survival rate. The flu is more dangerous than COVID, but we got the country shut down for that. That's just sad. But anyway, I think I've said enough because I am just sick. It sucks having a bad stomach, but you know, Kurt Cobain, me, it is what it is. Talent means you have an upset stomach. I'll talk to you later. Peace.